Good morning, and how are you guys doing? I'm here back on YouTube, and today we want to talk about how much it's costing me not being a top dasher, and kind of want to actually go a little bit back for you guys can understand what actually happened and why it's happening with me, especially in my market. Looks like my market is not as busy as some other markets are to keep me busy. And I'm the kind of a guy where I like to busy. If I'm not busy, I start looking for alternatives. And those of you that have been watching my live streams, you guys kind of notice before 11 o'clock, if I don't schedule myself, I have a hard time getting uh, on DoorDash. When I get on DoorDash, and if I want to change zones, a lot of the times it's impossible for me to change zones because the zone is not available at that time. And when it comes down between the lunch and dinner, it just gets too slow. And personally, it's not just gets slow. It actually you can sit sometime for an hour, hour and a half, and nothing. Like yesterday, uh, even doing live stream, and through the live stream, I sat probably for about an hour before I got that total wine order. And the total wine order was huge. Have had a nice payout, but end of the day, it still was not enough to catch me up on the amount of downtime I had before that, so I can actually stay at the $20 an hour. Then next issue actually having is because of the downline. I start getting looking at one restaurant, another restaurant, third restaurant, and I'm like start getting hungry, and I'm starting like where do I want to go eat that actually I can eat and be okay. Eventually, I convince myself to going somewhere, and when I eat, I don't feel good anymore to stay for the rest of the day, and my day is over. So, give me a minute. Let me pull out. I should have images somewhere. I don't remember exactly the detail, but it was over $20. Where are my images? There it is. Okay. And I'm gonna share the screen with you guys. Oops. Alright. So there it is. It was a 2184, which was 1834 was a customer tip. I was not suspecting to be because they gave me a double. They gave me 1375, I believe. Hold on, we should have a. So here was the offer: 1375, total wine and Logan Red House. I pick up the total wine, come to Logan, and Logan says I have to wait. So I'm like, okay, let me check out because this delivery doesn't make sense. Hey, more McFly. And hey, those of you that never uh, seen the Morgan McFly channel, here's it is like his name. So just search the YouTube. You're definitely going to enjoy some of his content. So definitely check it out. Uh, so let me explain here. So I'm like, it's paying me out $3.25. I'm not gonna wait. So I went and I canceled. As you guys can see, don't deliver to non-top dashers because if you guys go back, this is where this most likely delivery was, which eventually, yes, that's where I was supposed to deliver to. So, with the distance, that was the base pay. So I canceled it. And I was suspecting, 10, 50 on the second delivery. And they actually paid out 21. So for me, it was a surprise because I was not suspecting, uh, that pay a hidden tip on this order, because 1050 on two orders was about, I don't even know how to explain that in the words that can be understandable. So let's get out of here. So yeah, so for me it's costing because I end up eating, which I already gained 6 pounds since the 1st of January. I end up eating, which normally I only eat once. So I end up eating twice a day. I end up going home because I'm not able to psychologically cope with it. Plus, digest track is not in the best situation at that point anymore. It's just costing me too much. Where before, as a top dasher, even during the slow period of time, maybe I would have a 10-minute down, 15-minute down, but DoorDash would throw me something again, and I'll be keep on going during the slow time. Now at slow time, it's just like the planet's standing still, nothing. I can drive forth and back once in a while, like yesterday with this order. They threw me, a nice order, and one of the reasons a nice order because I've been taking a lot of these long distance orders. I call them long distance because anything above 5 miles, DoorDash starts, giving you extra base pay, and they start showing you extra tip, hidden tip on it, more of a tip, which otherwise we consider as a hidden tip. So that's why I call them long distance deliveries. And so they'll throw me these, but again, it's just too much of downtime for me, and I cannot stand it. Um, so the question becomes: is it worth the $300 of loss at the end of the month? Is it worth the $400 of loss for me personally, end of the month, to qualify for a top dasher instead of losing? Which this month I'm probably going to lose at least $1,500 of profit. That I just go home instead of staying for the evening shift. Like today, I stayed home for the morning shift, and I'm gonna go out to Lexington around 4, so I can maybe wait a little, get on board, and maybe try to ride till 8:30. By 8:30, I might be able to extend until 9:30, 10 maximum, but that's gonna be the end. Again, scheduling issue. But as of today is Thursday, I'll probably be able to get till 11 on a schedule, and then pretty much at that point we'll be going home. So now, Morton Reply says, Slavic, get another app. I already have an Uber app. I've been looking at. No, that's not it. I still need to find catering app, but I looked at Dispatch. Dispatch is not available. It's in Louisville, which is 2 hours away from me. Driving to Louisville to do Dispatch, I'm not sure I want to actually go drive that far. Roadie, I have. Uh, But lately on Roadie, the offers became. I used to do Walmart, that's actually across the street from me. But lately, the Roadie became so bad. They want me to do. Well, actually, where's my phone? I take my phone. I'll give me a minute. Um, Actually, there was nothing came in on Roadie today. This morning. Wow, that's amazing. Usually, Roadie sends like 6 deliveries for $19, going 30, 40 miles, and it just became so bad that it's just unrealistic. There was a 9 delivery that they were trying to push it for 3 days because nobody wouldn't take it, and they were trying to push it for $15. So I guess eventually somebody took it. So Rhodey is not doing much. Rhodey in Lexington, I don't see much. There was also delivery from Truck Supply, which they clearly said the item is large. You needed to have a pickup truck or something. Since I do have, hey, how's it going? Chur, Church, hey, I'll give you a warning. If you're gonna spam my channel, I will block you permanently. So think twice before you spam my channel. And there's a reason why I filter all my comments on my channel, and they don't show up until I approve them because you guys are coming in and you guys are spamming it. So, cheers, Mitchikifi, whatever. If I see you spamming, you will be permanently deleted from my channel. Guys, for those of you that might wonder why your guys' comments are not showing up on my channel when you guys post them, because this channel used to be a crypto channel at one point, and these guys will come in and they'll push their scams, and I do not want my people that watching my channels go and get hurt by the scams by clicking on those links and getting stolen their passwords or have a key recorder put on their computer where then they get access to literally everything. So, guys, that's the reason why you guys are seeing until I realize there is a comment and then I approve that comment. Spam bot post. Yes, and that's what I'm not sure about spam bot, but it is definitely. I probably have already 300 of them blocked on my channel. So, and they keep on coming in. There are there are days that I might get 10 of them, and then there's weeks that I might not get maybe one or two. Just block them. They don't. I just gave the warning. Now, so uh, since I have you here, Mormon Fly, maybe you can help me. Here, I actually went to Google and kind of pulled up catering driver app or catering driver, and there's a quite a bit of list. Do you know which one UDM actually uses? If you could comment that, and I'll try to see if I can sign up if it's available in my area. But I am, looking at good alternative apps. It's just seems like people spend too much during Christmas, and now they're hurting, and they're not able to, tip as well, and it's hurting us as drivers, and it's hurting me as well. Um, but I'm driving with Uber, and like yesterday, Uber gave me zero deliveries. It was kind of like in shock for me. Um, and usually I get couple deliveries from Uber, and that kind of helps me to have a better day. Yesterday just was silent from Uber. So yeah, so that's the reality on my end. I will be requalifying for Top Dasher. I usually requalified. Let's pull up Google Maps so you guys can have an understanding. Maps. So usually, why is not pulling it? So here's where I live. Is in Stanford. I drive to Lexington to this part to dash in the morning, and then I'll dash in this area in the evening because that's where the mall is at. This is where I usually would come in to qualify for Top Dasher because at least here everybody's qualifying for Top Dasher, so you're not getting as much of 225s at the end of the month. But because I'm not able to get on the schedule for me to qualify as a top dasher here, it will be not realistic. I won't be able to get on the schedule. So now I'll have to, at the end of the month, uh, find a spot in Lexington where I'll get less of the 225s. And mostly probably that's going to be in North Lexington in this area right here because there's a lot of cheap orders coming in right here because of the Walmart and whatever. And there's a lot of cheap orders coming in right here as well because of university. I haven't dashed much in this area here, um, so I cannot tell. So yeah, I probably will be trying to get my top dasher qualification in this area right here this time. Nothing so far since I haven't been on a border. Okay, so it's border. Okay, okay. Lived. Okay, so let me open a notepad and note and type some of those up so I can do some more research. DLIVRD. That's one. Yeah, yet there is nothing so far since I have been on a border. So border is another one. I appreciate. He doesn't say the exact name because he doesn't want to blow it up. It protects us as an independent country. Um, he mentioned, but I went back on some of the videos. He did say a name within the last 10 videos. I haven't watched the whole 10 of them, but the last two that I watched, it was not there. And one of them he did say, and he actually put up it on the screen, but it was so quick, and I didn't write it down. It's a good idea. So yeah, I will. I'm probably gonna text him and see if he can send it to me and see if it's available in my area. But yeah, definitely, I need some alternatives, and I need especially some alternatives in that time spot. Then yeah, I can stay as a not a top dasher, sure, on a platform. Yeah, guys, it is what it is. The reality is, it might be because it's slow months right now that and I got picked the wrong month to try it out as a non-top dasher. I love certain parts of being a top dasher is because let me turn the screen back up because they send me different type of orders. They send me to restaurants that I never been before as a top dasher. So I do have a lot of more flexibility, a lot of more choices that I can pick from. Uh, but at the same time, as they're taking care of the top dashers during the slow period of time, they're just barely sending anything to me, and that's just kind of hurting me because it gives me too much of downtime, and I don't like downtime. I like keeping busy. I come out to Lexington, I knock those 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, depends how long it takes me to get the 200, and I get out. And when I have that downtime, I'm start thinking, I'm start listening to my stomach. I'm start listening to, oh, I'm hungry. I want to eat. I want to do. When I'm busy, I don't have time to listen to none of that stuff. I have no time to think, oh, I need to do this or that. And tomorrow I will have to actually go for a whole day because I have scheduled a appointment at Costco to get my tires rotated. So yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, what's I really like this patch. Check it out if it's available in Europe because let's go to UDM tab. Because here's a breakdown of the UDM tab for one of the days, like 2 days ago. He made $79 with DoorDash, $82 with Grubhub. Again, with Grubhub here, it's really really slow. made one delivery, and that delivery I had to wait like 30 minutes. It did pay nice, $18. But wait time on Grubhub is what I don't like. So dispatch, but again, I only did one delivery, and that was it. Dispatch is what he does as well. And if you look at it, that was the most amount that the app that he made on that day or that week. I'm not sure what this was. I love having other apps running in the background. Yes, okay, so 40 hour week. So for the whole week. Uber Eats 253. Like I said in the past, I'm not there to go guy yet. I haven't delivered enough of deliveries with Uber Eats, so I have an issue there. Brody, which if you look at it, he made the least amount of money. Yeah, Rody lately has not been a good offers coming. Either they cut their rates lately, or just people not tipping. But his catering app also, you know, gave some income for him as well. So those are the things I looked at, um, and that's under community tab. Watch it again. And yeah, I will go through and try to find it. So guys, that is the outcome. Oh, you guys don't. Guys, do apologize. Here's the screen. So when you go to UDM, click on community. Here's his weekly screenshot he did, and that's what I was just talking about, but I forgot to share the screen. So I'm turning that off now, right now. So yeah, guys, these are the things you want to look at, and you don't want to ignore. Oh, I have a downtime, and that downtime is causing me certain things or making me start doing certain things that not making me profit is where you want to actually say, what, I need to make an adjustment. Like Morgan Fly said, get another app. I've been looking at some apps, but so far nothing in my area that's either available or sends anything that is worth doing. But still gonna be looking at it. I'm pretty sure there is something out there. But you want to find that something, fill that something in. If not, then maybe requalify for a top dasher. If you're in a small town out there, and that small town you're not able to get on the schedule, they're not making you enough of money. Because I started off like I showed you guys on the map. I started off in this Danville area. Let me share that again. I started off right here in this town. I live here, and I every day would drive 11 miles, and I started here. And because it's not producing enough of business in that area, I couldn't figure out how to make money. So eventually, getting and watching Pedro DoorDash Santiago, another fantastic channel to watch. I I decided to actually go and start dashing in Lexington. I decided, hey, I'm gonna go. It's only 50 miles. I'm gonna go check it out. I started dashing in the mall area. Started getting better. Watched again UDM and Pedro. Started learning how to actually pick the good apps. Eventually created a cheat sheet, which you can find on episode 27. It allowed me to start picking good apps, good deliveries. Then Christmas shopping came around, and it wasn't possible to work the mall area. So I eventually switched to north part of the Lexington downtown area. I don't do too much of downtown because you guys have seen my dash along. Sometimes you get yourself in a situation with parking fees, not able to. You're driving around the blocks trying to find a spot to park, then trying to find how to did that delivery to that customer. Sometimes you have to end up leaving it uh, with a clerk downstairs and letting the customer know you are not allowed upstairs, and they have to come down and pick it up. So you run a lot of these things at downtown. So I'm kind of still a little bit avoiding downtown deliveries, especially because of the parking is the biggest issue. But lately, I found that if I do this corner right here, it allows me to make the money, not get a lot of the 225s, and that's probably where I could be doing my top dasher qualifications unless something changes. So thank you for coming on, watching my video. Uh, every single one of you, it's up to you what you choose to do at the end of the month. But you do want to look at the market. You always also want to actually take a month off of a top dasher if you're a top dasher and realize what that market truly is for you. And then, because you will notice different type of deliveries, but you will also notice a downtime if you have too many drivers in your area, especially top dasher drivers. So, like watched Pedro, and I noticed for Pedro it's a great thing because it allows him to have a break. It allows him to edit the video during that slow period of time. Like for me, yes, I added those, but a lot of it is just taking the phone is processing. So it takes me about 10 minutes to edit the videos because I don't have a very good editing software on my phone. But and then from there, what did I do next? And those are things that causing me time. On those slow days like yesterday, caused me. I dropped to well about $17 an hour, including more downtime that I had would have cost me more. I also had a good order that came in. Restaurant never received it. They refused to run the order with just on trust. So DoorDash has it to cancel. They did pay me a half pay was about $7, so you guys can imagine this was a $14 delivery that I would have received. Lost a little time in the restaurant, but that's okay. It's just what it is, and I guess I choose the wrong month, and that's one of the reasons why, guys, I am out there. I'm working on trying to get this app because it's it's no longer going to be about, oh, where can I get that six, seven, eight, $9 deliveries? Base is $6, and then on top of that, $2 a mile. So on a 6 mile delivery, that's going to be $12 before any tip. On a 10 mile delivery, that's going to be $20 before any tip. So it's going to be a lot more different money. I know I might not be able to compete with every app out there, uh, but if you add a tip, and those people that do tip good, a 6 mile delivery might turn into a $20 delivery, which would be $12 base and maybe $8 tip, or it might turn into $22 delivery because of the $10 tip. So it can be nice, and that's where I'm trying to do something where it is fair to all. Simply, that's what I'm thinking of naming the app, actually, fair to all, where it is fair to a customer because now restaurants are competing between each other. They're creating discounts. They're controlling what's available, what's not available. Because the biggest situation right now, all customers have on DoorDash and Uber apps is they place in an order unless they already figure out what restaurant has and what does not have. They place an order, and then the DoorDash calls and says, "Oh, we don't have this or that. We restaurants is available. A restaurant discontinued this, or whatever, And it's like you ordered one thing and you get almost completely something else. On my app, restaurant will be able to control the whole menu. They'll be able to disable items that temporarily not available. So we can, the, when the customer orders, there can be less of those. Oh, we don't have it. We don't have it. What do you would like us to substitute it with? So it's gonna be less of those. Um, Customers the restaurants will be able to pay a lot smaller fee, with which it means they'll have a lot more money left to actually to to have the profit, as well as uh, have the money or the room to actually do those promotions, compete with each other. And drivers, like I already said, they'll be getting better offers, possible higher tips, and end of the day, a beautiful day. There is some ideas on the driver's side right now that I'm entertaining. That somebody has been kind of encouraging me to look into alternative. But still, I there's still some things that need to be worked out because I want to make sure that something that I launch, it is works, it is effective, and it is successful. Instead of we're launching and they're like, we're having an issue, we have to completely redesign the whole thing. We have to go back to the restaurants, and restaurants have to re-sign the contracts. So I'm trying to make sure that all of that happens at once, not major changes down the road. So it's working on those ideas. So if those ideas will be changed, I'll let you guys know. But I would love more of you could tip in and drop ideas that you guys might have. Um, I'll be honest. I will challenge you, and I will say based on my opinion why things might work or not work. Like I did that yesterday with someone else. And by going forth and back, uh, you know, some new ideas came around as well. So I appreciate it. You know who you are. So guys, be blessed. Go out, make the money. If you're running into a situation where the app's starting to control you, like in my situation, by not sending me anything in between the busy times, figure a way how to solve it so it has less control over you. Because end of the day, you are behind the wheel, not the app. You are the one that actually can only control what you take, not the app. And you are the only one that end of the month paying all the bills and making sure your family is good, not the app. That means if the app started controlling you and start dictating how your family going to do at the end of the month, you're in trouble. And I will admit I am in trouble right now. But I'm trying to figure out how to make sure that the mistake I did will not repeat again by finding alternatives and adjustments, and if not, going back to as a top dasher. So, guys, be blessed, go out, make the money, and make sure you are in control. Be blessed.